SMT Nation, we back. Edition number 4. T-Mobile means business. All right, we have here one of the slides from the most recent and ongoing conferences where T-Mobile is kind of trying to get into the business segment on a grand scale. Again, the goal is to go from 10% market share within the consumer, or excuse me, in the business side. They're trying to take it from 10% and get it to 20%. Hard thing to do, very difficult task. Getting beyond the grasp of both AT&T and Verizon, who are historically, always have been, the breadwinners in this segment of operations with these telcos and mobile ISPs. So no easy task to do, but T-Mobile has this plan, and they're getting out in front of businesses and the media, and they're explaining how they're going to do this. A very interesting slide that showed up here that was shared is T-Mobile for Business, their subscriber base. Let's take a look at these segments and where a majority of their customers are, their business customers. It says here 25% urban. That means 1 in every 4 businesses is doing business with T-Mobile. Suburban, they have a 49% part of their business. So that this is a majority of where their probably small business segment is. All right, we're talking about businesses like 50 lines, 100 lines, 200 lines. Now, once you start getting into like 500 lines, 1,000 lines and stuff like that, that's where you kind of get into, enterprise, and you start to get into unique use cases and, different types of things like that. So small town rural, they're at 26%. So here's probably what they're going to be looking to do. This is a little bit unbalanced. T-Mobile's probably looking at this and saying, how do we improve the urban penetration? Because in urban, characteristically, you're going to see Verizon thriving here. Characteristically, you're going to see AT&T thriving here. They are going to look to increase this number. All right, so what does that take? That's going to take some targeted special operations managers, salespeople. You got to get people at the door, all right, of these businesses. The suburban number is pretty good, right? But putting half of your market share into one segment out of 3 seems like a little bit unbalanced. So they're probably looking to maybe kind of fix this up a little bit and improve these 2 segments: the urban, which is at 25%, that's the lowest segment, and then the small town or rural at 26%. That's actually pretty good. Okay, now the reason I think it's actually like 26% and why it's kind of high, I think is because like now people are looking, those like in rural America that, are looking for ISP and looking for fixed wireless access options to replace like really slow DSL and satellite options. That's where the T-Mobile Home Internet, and it'll be T-Mobile for Business, comes into play. And I think that has really helped them, and getting mobile lines as well, because they can give them great deals and prices. That's where I think they've thrived, because AT&T and Verizon are much more expensive. In urban, it's going to be a little bit more price competitive. In small town rural, T-Mobile is going to thrive because of pricing, and in the suburban too. All right, so that's why I think you see these numbers like this. Now, if you look at the subscriber volume trend, look at this line. All right, here's Q3 2021. I don't see numbers here, so that's important to know. So nothing solid, but that's a nice little trajectory. That's a nice trend. If you look at Q2 2022, if this trend continues, well, it's only going up. All right, so you see there is a bright future here, a big opportunity for T-Mobile for Business. And then this is going to be a big part of what they do moving forward. Try to redistribute some of this percentage that's 49% suburban. Look to add a little bit to the urban side and continue to drive growth in the small town or rural. Folks, those are paying customers out there. I know the volume isn't there, but there are people that are shopping around for new providers and looking for more services, and they're willing to deepen their relationship with their providers if the services are good and they're paying fair prices and it works. All right, so this, I think, is what T-Mobile is going to be focusing on, continuing this growth trend through the next quarter. The numbers should be higher the next go. All right, we'll see Q3 numbers just in a few weeks here. And then look to maybe increase the urban, try to get it to probably like 28, 29%. And then maybe seeing the small town rural continue to increase as well. Tell me what you guys think of this. Sound off in the comment section below. You are the voice of the people of the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Links in the description for my Twitter handle, my Gmail address for business inquiries, my Patreon page. Also, we got the join option now. You can become a member and support us there and get early access to content, exclusives, and perks not found anywhere else. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.